no one was really keeping an eye on it. He was cooking the books, or had his chief financial officer do so, and the auditors completely missed stuff. And so, I don't know, that was just part of a cultural change in corporate America because of this. His name is, you can look him up. His name is Mickey Monas. He's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I worked for these Orthodox Jews in Beverly Hills that did telephone cramming, and so they billed T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint like $500 million. They made a couple hundred million and left. They fucking moved to Australia, and they made out, but all their partners and a lot of the people involved in that illegal billing practice with the major telephone companies, telecom, they some of them went to jail. A lot of them had to forfeit money, but I believe the people that I worked for got off scot free and like are living the good life with a big family in Australia.
Well, anyways, I'm getting tired, but I will look at that interview. I'm curious to see what you do with the Dittman stuff. Sounds very interesting.
It's
A
just
lot of
sitting there. It's just sitting there. I don't think it's anything's gonna happen. It's pointless at this point. But it was exhilarating. Like filming it, thinking like, oh my god, like what if one of these breaks? Like the thing is, no media organization wants to touch it. Like they don't want to give him any publicity, any credibility, any positive reviews. Like it's amazing how absolutely hated he is. So you know, I don't know. I mean, I think rooting out corruption is good. So I don't know. I'm supportive. As far as I can tell at this point. But anyways, have a great night, and it's been fun chatting.
All right, thank you. Good night.
With pedophilia, what did you do that makes you obsess about these matters? You bring up Israel every day, you're not from Israel. You bring up Jews every day, you're not a Jew. You bring up pedophilia every day. Are pedophile, you claim to be asexual, which is often the suppression of sexual desires that you find unacceptable and that the world finds unacceptable. So, Gloria, this is the time, as I mentioned before, for you to get all of this heavy, heavy weight off your chest.
This is your moment.
This is your moment, Gloria. Can you do it, Gloria? Can you show us what a big man you are now? Can you, Gloria? What do you have to say for yourself? Who are you? What did you do? Who are you working for? How do you make your money? Did you do something terrible? Why are you so...
How you make your money is funny.
Thank you, thank you.
How do you make your money?
How do you make your money, Gloria? Who are you, Gloria? This is a great moment. We know you've told us before that you like to travel the world. Are you running from somebody? How come you don't live in your home country? Gloria, you mentioned a moment ago that they kill pedophiles, that they execute pedophiles in your home country. Is this what you're afraid of? Is this what you're fleeing? Hello? Hello? Are you okay? Should we do a wellness check? Gloria, want to talk about CBS, NBC again, or Israel, or credit cards? Who's the real Gloria? Who's the real Gloria? Let it out, Gloria. You're gonna feel better.
Is it me, or does Norman's voice sound really creepy right now?
I feel like he's trying to hypnotize him.
Yeah.
And like
Look
1, 2, 3,
into
he's
my
gonna
eyes. Look into my eyes, Gloria. Tell us your real name. Who are you working for? Where do you get your money? Why are you hiding? What did you do? What did you do, Gloria? Gloria. What did you do,
It's turning into a Stephen King novel right now.
Yes, he's like whispering in my ear. I don't like it.
He's a good clown, by the way. I give him that. Like, he's a good entertainer. Free of charge. He comes here, entertain us like that.
What did you do, Maria? What did you do?
He's such a sweet person.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I go to rooms and they're all quiet, and I was like, "Where is he?"
Me or him?
Who, Norm?
You.
Norm?
Yeah, you never care.
It's been an amazing night. Again, it's like the second time that Poirier just showed up for like more humiliation than one person should be able to tolerate in a life.
I was just silent. You were just exposing yourself. I don't need to expose anything.
You're
just exposing yourself. It was actually one of the easy days.
I'm glad you brought that up. You said exposure. Is that a hint about what you did wrong? Do you expose yourself?
I mean, it takes a lot for somebody to stay calm while you're like going at them with all these accusations.
No accusation.
Takes a lot of
It's a
self-discipline.
question. It's a question. It's probably breaking him in two. The effort. I imagine he's sweating right now. The other day when we did it, he was crying. I could hear him weeping on the app. It was the most unusual. He was weeping.
I don't know if I believe that.
I'm telling you, he was weeping.
Or
It was a room full of people.
It's actually, I was laughing in the background. I have to be honest with you. I keep
you know
laughing.
the difference.
I was laughing at you, by the way.
No,
With
you weren't laughing. It was weeping, Poirier. Because I think we touched a
I think you're a good clown. I mean, honestly.
Thank
Like,
you.
it's huge. Like,
Thank you, Poirier. But don't try to put the
It's
tension
not
on
like
me.
a comedian. It's just more like a buffoon, and more like a. Back in the days, it was a clown.
Maybe it's more. Maybe it's just somebody who wants to uncover the truth about Poirier.
You've got the skills to make us laugh, and I actually salute you for doing that.
Thank you. Well, you should salute. Do you want to kiss me on the head or something? Poirier, you brought that up before. What's with the men kissing men? What is that all about? You asked me to kiss your feet.
Why was it difficult for you to condemn that guy from Florida? People said one time condemn that guy. He does not represent my community. Why
Don't you think we would learn the fact
for you to condemn the action of a terrorist from your community?
Why, when I ask you who you are, do you start talking about Jews?
That speaks a lot about you and your cause and what you stand for.
I have a cause? What's my cause? What is my cause, Poirier? What do I stand for, Poirier? You said it speaks a lot. What does it say? Poirier, it's English. Do you know English, Poirier? Have you forgotten it? What does it say about you? I say, hey, Poirier, who are you? And you go, that guy is from Israel with foreign. You can that. Come on, Poirier. When did that ever work? You go, Poirier, what kind of work do you do? There's Israel and NBC and CBS and all of that. But who's Poirier? Who's Poirier? Don't hold back. Let it out.
Somebody getting paid if we know who he is?
Say again?
Is somebody getting paid if we know who he is?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe a donation to the charity of your choice, the initials of which are ID and F. What, that? Are you there? You okay? Did you fall?
Thinking about you.
Did you fall out of your chair?
I was thinking about
Oh
you.
no.
Okay. You're all right though, right? You're not weeping again.
I think he just flushed the toilet and he said he was thinking about you.
Oh, I couldn't hear this. It sounded like he fell out of his chair. Are you touching your private parts, is it, Poirier? Is that why you're flushing the toilet?
No. He was stuck in the toilet.
You're flushing the toilet. That means you're doing something.
Yep.
Right?
One man and one went down.
I don't know, Poirier. Maybe you're better at this in other languages. You thinking about it? Believe it or not, he finally A very surprising combo, by the way.
Do you always
I've seen that room.
do you always eat dinner alone at Lomo? Always dinner, lunch and breakfast and dinner?
Almost never. Why do you ask? What about you?
That's really sad.
What is? What's sad for you? Are you very lonely? Do you have any relationships at all?
Is that why you hate Muslims and Palestinians?
Why would I hate
Because of
Muslims
your
and
loneliness?
I like Muslims and Palestinians. They've invited me to the house. I think I told Edward the other day. When I was in Israel, I met some Palestinian guys in the market. It was like right away, come over to my house.
Do you hate Africans more than Muslims, or you hate Muslims more than Africans? Which one do you hate most? The people of color, immigrants,
Who hates Africans?
ethnic people? Which one do you hate the most? Like African Muslims?
Why would you
From
project?
Palestine?
Why would you
Which one
project
is
your?
like number one in your hate list?
Why would you project your hate onto somebody else? What a sick thing to do. When did I ever bring up pedophilia and Jews? And when did I ever bring up anything negative about a black person or a Muslim or an Arab? Never. What if I said over, I mean, you're the guys who hate Arabs, right? The Persians. Over and over I've said, we're allying with the Arabs, didn't I? Remember the Abraham Accords? That's an alliance with a beautiful bunch of people. Royalty, in fact. You hate them, don't you? You've put down, speaking of hating Arabs, how many times have you put down Saudi Arabia, Puria? Oh my gosh. Dude, why did you wander into this pothole, Puria? Why do you hate Saudi Arabia? How many times on this app have you said how much you hate the House of Saud? One of the great leaders of the Arab world.
Oh my God, Norm, please.
True. It's true.
No, you like them because they have a lot of money.
I didn't even say I like all Arabs and Muslims. However, they happen to be the great leader. Look, Mecca is in Saudi Arabia. Who administers it?
I don't know. You don't think that Jews should go back to Mecca instead of focusing on Palestine, and then since the Saudis are so nice, maybe
Jews
they
are
like
focused
Jews
on-
back in there.
Jews are focused on Israel. I don't think I'm allowed to go to
Why?
Mecca.
Because they're from there. Like they taught us from such a young age that Jews, used to live in Mecca. Maybe
They didn't teach me
go
that.
there.
They
They
didn't
taught
teach me
us.
that.
They came from Mecca.
Okay.
But left
I'm
defeated.
willing to
So
read that
maybe it's
story. I don't think that's not what we learned, but I'm
yeah,
willing to
maybe
read
they
your
should
story.
go back there.
I mean, I'm not allowed to go to Mecca. When I don't play, by the way.
There's a ton of Jews in Mecca. Jews are everywhere.
No, I don't think so. I have no smoke whatsoever with the House of
They were
Saud.
lighting up, what's it called, over there.
What's that?
In Saudi Arabia, maybe not specifically Mecca, but,
Saudi. Saudi I do go to. I
Yeah,
love going to Saudi.
the Saudi Arabia is, part of Mecca. They don't have to go back to Mecca.
Saudi Arabia is not part of Mecca, but I do like Saudi Arabia.
Mecca is part of Saudi Arabia, sorry.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Ramadan's coming up. You have big plans? I love Ramadan.
Yeah, my energy is low, very low in Ramadan.
Well,
It's,
it's a good holiday for reflection,
it is.
self-contemplation. It's a beautiful thing. It's one of the many beautiful things about Islam. Is that how
It is.
you want to
And
say that?
I hope the Israelis would let people celebrate their holiday.
Is
And
that,
they
of
wouldn't,
course.
What
What do you mean? Of course. Do you know how many mosques there are in Israel?
You know how much? No. I'm
outside
telling
of
you
it,
specifically about the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Every single fucking year, they do the same thing. Prevent people from going. Prevent people
oh my God.
from praying.
There's
They
always
drive
fireworks.
people bonkers.
Listen, there's definitely fireworks on Ramadan and Al-Aqsa. You're right about that. I hope that
Can we do
I'm with you.
fireworks?
Say again?
Exactly. Let
I
them
hope
pray.
there's none. Hmm?
I know. Let them pray. You know what's
The problem is not the praying. The problem is when they start throwing stones and setting off fireworks. It's on video. That's the problem. You shouldn't be doing that in a mosque. Let's be honest.
Hey, if it's our, we can do whatever we want in our mosque.
Oh no, you can't do fireworks in a mosque. Come on.
Yes, we can.
That's disrespectful to God.
Hey, if it's our God, let us disrespect him however we want.
Oh well.
They cannot
that's up to
police
you.
so that people believe.
That's not policing.
That's
That's what
crazy.
you're doing. Okay, maybe I don't understand the culture. To me, it seems disrespectful.
No,
to set
maybe
the
you
fireworks.
don't respect other people's culture. Maybe that's
I do, but the fireworks and the rock?
yeah.
Really?
That's how
I
people
don't know.
do. I can tell you, like in the old
Really?
Persian culture, fire is actually a god. So
Oh.
these are the different cultures. You don't
Are
know
you
about
saying
them
that the
because-
Arabs worship fire? I think that's
No, I didn't say Arabs. I said
To me,
Persians.
that's idolatry. To me, that's idolatry. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope for Ramadan they'll let the 40,000 people from Jenin and Tulkarm back in to their homes.
Where
That's
are they
so
right
sad.
now? Have they been moved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From Jenin, Tulkarm, I think 15,000 people left Tulkarm.
I mean,
40,000 people left Jenin.
you
Yeah.
don't know
It's
about
really
the
sad.
culture. This is a good environment for you.
About worshiping fire? No, tell me
No,
about
we got the
worshiping fire.
Palestinian here. We got people from different ethnic.
Did you know that we regard that? Did you know we regard that as idolatry?
You're just a typical American from New York. What do you-
Really?
Nothing. You know what? Let's be honest.
Really?
You don't do anything.
I don't know.
This
New
is a
Yorkers are not
platform
very
for you to
difficult.
educate yourself.
Well, but
about
why don't I
That
know
means he's
anything?
not
It
from
seems like
Jersey. That's
right. Thank you. Thank you. God forbid.
I
Thank
was
you.
I was there months ago. El Shaba Palestinian restaurant, very good. At Patterson.
I think I told you I took my kid to a palace.
They said they call Patterson Little Palestine.
Yeah, Main
I keep
Street
seeing
is
it.
all just, Palestinian, some Turkish, and then Palestinian bakeries all over the place, all fresh kanafa and everything. It's so good.
Nice.
But this restaurant, El Shaba, is one of the best I found in Patterson.
What did you have, or what should I have?
The kofta kebab. Like
Oh, yeah.
100%. Kofta kebab, if you want to mix in a couple of chicken kebabs, it's fine, but 75% kofta.
Very, very,
The
very.
way they make it is unlike anything else I've had. It's amazing.
I'm very happy. I'm happy you had that experience too. Wow.
He wants to say he loves Muslims. You know, that's the way he wants to oppose to my opinion of what I said.
No, you don't have an
You
opinion.
love
You're
Ramadan.
fucking-
You
You're
love
just
the
fucking
army.
balling. We know you're
You're not over the board. Oh,
Gloria, don't worry. Nobody took you
my God.
to defend against it.
You're a little
Would you
child,
say
by
that?
the way. Like, how
And
old
I
are
know-
you? Like, you
Say
sometimes
again?
you act like fun.
Oh, really? Based on what? Is that coming from a pedophile? You into like 5-year-olds? Were you? Is this thing working? Were you? Did you lose your signal? What's the deal with this guy with the picture of the black guy and the name Soren? Why do you have a doppelganger? That's German, by the way, for you. Do you know that word? You know what that is? For you? Doppelganger? It's a good word.
Oh boy, Norm, you got Cynic in the room.
Oh boy.
Can you handle Cynic?
Well, if the past is any prediction, I would say pretty easily.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen.
That's your timer. Let's see how long it takes him to start screaming the N-word. How many seconds?
All right, I won't bet on that, but
No? Okay, I'm gonna say, let's see, I'm gonna say in less than an hour if he makes it to an hour.
Oh, please, that's not even that bad. Like if you said 5 minutes or 8 minutes or something,
What? I like to bet on a sure thing.
Why are there black people supporting Zionism in Israel?
Sure, of course there are.
Oh, there isn't. We're good.
Of course there are.
There's,
I mean, a lot of people have sense.
so there's people in this room. Can you point out someone?
No, I'm gonna let people speak for themselves.
But you just spoke for them.
No, I answered your question. You asked, I answered. Based on my knowledge and information, Cynic.
Amazing.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
I know.
I know.
I know.
Did you bring some water, by the way? Corey's getting cooked. He needs to cool off a little bit. Yeah. It wasn't pretty. I was thinking of calling the medics, but maybe they
You just keep
misunderstood when I
talking
called
more.
them. Why
You
not?
just keep talking. Or
Why, do you have something you need to say?
is it like, are you just like nervous or something?
Do you have something that you need to tell
Is
us?
this how you relieve
Okay.
like your stress? Is that what?
No. How about you? Why are you here?
I don't know. We're just
Me neither.
wondering why you're still talking.
You're here to wonder why Norm talks?
I'm just going on.
Hey, I mean, I don't know if you got the memo, but it's an audio app. Did you figure that out?
So, is that an excuse to just keep rambling?
Well, no. In an audio app, people talk. You know about that? Like you do. Remember when you were ranting the other day about mix-up of Quran and Torah and history and genetics?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Race. Oh, you don't remember?
Were you in a blackout? A whole field on their own, though.
Were you in a blackout when you did this?
I don't know. Why don't you jog up my memory?
Well, no. Maybe if you have blocked it out, maybe it's for your own good.
I mean, you just mentioned genetics and history.
Yes, I did.
Okay, time
Yes, I
out.
did.
Time out. I just got here.
Can I be specific or what?
I've been listening.
Yeah.
You guys seem to have some real animosity towards each other. So, is there a process by which we can start for you to talk to each other with dignity?
Absolutely. We were just discussing Ramadan.
We are talking with dignity.
Yeah. Let's go back to our discussion of what
I just heard a
do
new nation.
for Ramadan.
Here, I'm listening.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Yeah. We were going to talk about what people's plans are for Ramadan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
What
what
are
we're
your
talking
plans
about
for Ramadan, Norm?
Say again? What's that?
What are your plans for Ramadan?
Well, I'm not Muslim, so my friends are doing stuff, but I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
How about you? Any plans? Gonna visit family?
You realize Ramadan is a month, right?
I sure do. Do you realize that?
I do.
Okay.
I just
Why did you
stated
ask
that Ramadan
it?
is a month.
Right.
Norm,
And that,
I literally
what are
just
your
stated
plans?
that it's a month.
Right. So what are your plans?
My plans is to fast. That's
Okay.
usually what you do in Ramadan.
And then you also see family, don't you? And then you have a nice meal at the end of the day. You know about all this stuff, Mikhail? They do that in California?
No. I know you
No,
live in a very white kind of society, and you're a
I
white
do.
person, and you
I
probably
do.
see your family maybe like once every year, or twice a year.
Few times a week.
I see my family almost on a weekly basis.
Oh, your family lives in California?
Yes,
Oh. Oh, okay. I used to hear you say that you were from someplace else, but that's fine. I get it.
And yet, I'm sorry,
Huh?
where are you from? Are you from somewhere else?
Sorry,
I'm just asking you a question.
you were not here.
Oh, but you're not from somewhere else?
Now, Norma was talking about you, Nicole, just to
So you are from New York, right?
What did I say? You were talking about Mikhail. Oh, it's not fair. Yeah, I said that he said the N-word like 1,000 times.
It's not fair to talk about people behind the back if they're not present.
Listen, truth is
Don't
truth.
do that. Please don't
Truth
do
is
it.
truth. I mean, no one's lying.
Truth is truth. Is
I
that right?
already told you, didn't I?
Wait, it didn't happen?
It did happen, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not lying.
It's wrong to talk about people
No, I
behind
think
the
it's
back.
wrong to say the
Don't
N-word
do
a
that.
thousand times.
Don't do that.
Why is it
Well,
wrong?
what? Well, I
Why
just
is it
think
wrong?
I think it's racist.
Oh, so like racism is wrong, right?
I think so.
So this notion.
Do you think it's
of-
wrong? Do you agree that it's wrong?
I do believe.
What is
it's
wrong?
Then why would you scream?
To talk about
Why
people
would you
behind
scream
the
the
back.
N-word
That
over
is-
and over again?
I was screaming
why
it, but
Well, you
some
were.
people
You may have lost
need
control
to-
a little bit.
No, we're never losing.
And I think you did. I mean, and by the way, this room was filled with black folks who heard you do it too.
I
opinion
know
was-
you heard me, dude. Why are you acting like I'm trying to hide it, Norm?
I'm not. I'm just, Puria was sort of trying to deny it, I think, for a second. Because he's a liar, let's face it.
I said it's wrong to talk about
Oh.
someone who's not present.
Oh.
Backbiting.
No,
You're
no.
not supposed to do that.
Oh.
Racism,
You can say to him
no,
now.
racism
Racism, right.
doesn't just have to come in the form
No.
of racist slurs, right?
Doesn't have to, but it certainly does.
Okay, so racism,
Right.
for example, can come in the form of an ideology that is disparaging to an ethnicity.
Well, that's a
that
little
doesn't
bit
belong to the
abstract for
ideology.
me. That's a little abstract for me. I mean, that's a little abstract. Now you're getting into philosophy. I'm just talking about a person who screams the N-word at black people.
I'm just saying, Norm.
I know you are.
when you have a theology that believes that that introduces concepts like the curse of Ham, for example, you would say that's a racist theology.
Right. I don't know. It sounds like you're trying to wriggle out of the fact that you scream the N-word. Wait. So when you scream the N-word at the top of your lungs,
what I said. No,
at black people,
what I said.
But why did you do it though?
Told you.
You didn't say why
you need to repeat why.
Yes, because I didn't hear it the first time. Why did you do it?
Let me, and please, after I answer this question, you should be good and never ask me this question again, right?
Well, I can't promise you that.
So you have amnesia?
No, I don't have amnesia. I'm just baffled by the racism that you displayed by screaming the N-word at black people.
I think when black people support and butt into a business that they know nothing about and they're simply there and they don't know their place, then yes, they need to be reminded.
What is their place?
Because they have enjoined in a form of racism, and so and I want them to put them in the position. So just an eye for an eye.
What is their place? You said black people should stay in their place. What place is that?
Everybody should stay in their place. Yes, you have your own demographic. You have your own issues.
We can't say tomorrow.
What's that again?
Discussing and enjoining into a racist apparatus like Zionism. Absolutely.
Did you say enjoining?
Yes.
So, okay, I don't think you meant enjoining. So you think black folks can't have an opinion? Oh, so they're going to call them the N-word?
An opinion that should, if you're going to talk about Palestine, you better have facts.
According
not just an opinion.
When you say better, or what?
If you're going to start, calling for the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, or calling
I didn't hear anybody do that.
Calling in general Arabs barbaric.
Or what? Or what are you going to do to them, Mikhail? What happens if they do that? You're going to scream the N-word at them?
Oh, you exactly.
Oh, that doesn't sound like, that sounds pretty racist.
It is.
Okay, so why are you racist?
Because they're being racist. Do we keep repeating this over and over again?
No. So you're justifying your bad behavior with something that you're projecting onto them.
If they do bad behavior, yes, an eye for an eye. So your theology is literally based on that concept.
I don't think you know what it means, though, and that's one of your huge problems.
Do you know what it means?
Yes, I do.
Can you
want me to explain it to you?
Yes,
sure. What it means is that if you injure somebody accidentally, then you are to compensate them for the value of that injury. If you injure them yes, really. And if you injure them purposely, then you are to be punished. Now you should write that down, and you should hang on. You should never again scream the N-word at black folks. Hang on, I'll have to finish. You should write that down, and then never again scream the N-word at black folks because you have a different opinion than them. Because it's fucked up, Mikhail.
Because it's fucked up. So okay, can we go back to the eye for an eye? So what? So
will you now promise? Will you now promise to stop yelling the N-word?
Just answer the eye for an eye, please, because I
haven't finished. Okay,
but I didn't understand. I missed that.
I understand that you didn't understand, and that might be one of your big problems in life. Is that you think you're
since you're so charitable and
you think you're such an avenging angel that you can verbally beat up on black folks? Yeah. I think it's fucked up.
Are they getting beat up on? Okay.
Well,
anyway,
can
we go back to an eye for an eye because you said something. You said if someone intentionally assaults you or harms you, so is that specifically physical or can that take other
forms?
So
a black person holds a different opinion than yours. You think you're being verbally assaulted? You have to really.
But do you think that's what happened?
Well, that's what you just claimed. You said they got into the business. It's none of their business.
I said they enjoin into an ideology like
that. You don't mean enjoy, by
racist. No, I am saying enjoin.
So you can scream racist epithets at somebody if you don't agree with
I know what enjoin means.
Yes, enjoin means to prevent. Doesn't mean to join as you thought it meant. It's illegal. Yeah, really. I'll read you the definition. But let's get back to you justifying your screaming the N-word at black folks because they have an ideology that you don't like. Why do you feel that you're allowed to do that?
I already spoke to you, I'm not going to repeat myself. So can we go back to the eye for an eye concept, please? So can harm just come? But can you please? I
No, I think I explained it. I think that.
Well, I'm asking you an additional question.
Well, I know.
I'm asking you an additional question.
You can send it in the mail.
I'm asking
your
you
total
right now, since you're interested
Yes.
in engaging with me. So I'm just
Yes.
asking you. To you right
I didn't
now.
say I was interested in engaging.
Well, then you can. Then maybe you can stop rambling then.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, because we're not in.
So,
we're not in a Hamas tunnel.
Since
We're not in a Hamas tunnel right now, are
Of
we?
course, and we're not in an Israeli prison either.
No, we're not. But I'm not telling you what to do, although I'm saying that you shouldn't.
Well, I'm just asking a question.
you
I mean,
think
whether
you
you
should
want to
be
choose to answer it or not is.
I already told you.
But in general, it's fine. I don't have to speak to you, Norm. I can speak
Oh,
to
that's
the audience
fantastic.
as a whole
Okay.
and the
Nice.
state as a
Okay.
whole. There's other people.
You have a good Ramadan.
No problem.
Okay, enjoy.
You
I
have
hope
to
you
do
have
whatever you do.
Okay, sure. I will. I know you're ignorant of who I am and what I am, and I've given you your Torah lesson for today, and maybe more another time.
You don't know the Torah, Norm, or you wouldn't be fornicating.
Oh, I'm not claiming to know the Torah. I just said I gave you a Torah lesson.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
No problem, Norm.
My
How
pleasure.
old is this picture again, just for the audience and everybody?
You'll figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mikhail, who is the guy on the profile? Is it the Ashkenazi terrorist guy in Florida? Is it the same
Oh,
guy?
there we go again. There we go.
I'm just talking.
This is what.
The guy.
No, I understand. No, this is.
But I thought you were gonna go.
This is. No, I didn't say that.
You're not
I think you
leaving?
should have a good Ramadan. No, are you leaving?
Can we just talk about the?
I just want to talk
It's
about the
okay.
concept of an eye for an eye, Norm.
Well, we had that lesson already.
It's
Well,
think
what about
But see, I mean, I want to speak to it in general with other people. Like, is that okay?
Well, go ahead if you want.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, guys, like when we speak about an eye for an eye, do we mean like specifically this has to be physical? Like, does
Hammurabi's code.
yeah, or does it include other forms of
Should we read Hammurabi's code? Let's look for it. I have a better idea. Eye for an eye. Hammurabi's code. No, I don't really want to do that. Before you came in, Matteo, we were talking about who Puria is and what did he do and why he's obsessed with pedophilia and Jews.
No, we were talking about the problem that he had to condemn that, the people.
No, we weren't. You tried to switch the conversation. You tried to switch the conversation to that.
No, you had problems condemning that.
Remember?
Ashkenazi
Okay,
terrorist.
I'll refresh your memory.
Actually, you know what? The same
Okay, I'll
photo.
refresh your memory.
You can refresh your
We
memory.
were talking about working from home, and then you brought up pedophilia.
I was talking
And then I was saying,
about.
why did you do that?
No, I was talking about that Ashkenazi terrorist in Florida. You can see the
we
photo.
weren't.
This
No,
white
we weren't.
Ashkenazi guy from
And then
Florida.
if you remember, Puria,
I
I
wanted
asked
to
you.
murder two
I asked you how
because of
come you were talking.
Palestinian and the fact that you have
Why-
problem condemning.
why do you guys
Oh, no, I wasn't even having to talk about that. But we were asking you, Puria, why you bring up pedophilia and Jews every day. And then you tried to switch it to some news story that had nothing to do with you. And then I asked you a few times, Puria.
Why are we?
I would say
So,
I asked you a few
so an
times.
eye for an eye. Does that only include physical?
I asked you a few times, Puria. You already
I'm
answered
wondering
that
if
question.
anybody had an issue with interpreting
Okay,
eye for an eye, taking
we already moved on from that.
Okay. No.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
Well, I
no,
want to talk
you're a
about
little
this.
late
I
to
want
the
to talk
time.
about this one.
Well, I know you want to, but we're having a different.
We
No, but I'm interested in talking.
No, actually, we want to
I
hear
don't
about
know.
that.
I understand.
But do you
We were
know what
asking
everybody
Puria.
here in the room thinks?
Yeah, I understand that.
Everybody
Well, I have an idea.
But
Now, read the room.
actually have a stronger consensus.
Try reading the room.
I have a really good.
I actually have
Yeah.
it in the room, and I feel like
Have you
I'm
really?
more interested.
I was in the room. So we were talking about
I was.
Puria's
Well,
obsession.
but I'm
with
talking
Jews
about an
and
eye for an eye,
pedophilia.
Norm. But I'm
I know
talking
you
about an
are.
eye for an eye.
I know, but I'm talking about Puria and why.
But
Why is he hiding?
I have a fun activity.
I understand that. I want to know why Puria hides his identity.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. He wants to be Batman.
He can totally do whatever he wants, and I'm asking
Yes,
you
exactly.
what he's
So
doing.
who cares?
I'm asking
Why
him
does it
why.
matter?
Are you covering?
I
I'm
mean, do you
interested.
think it's a smart idea?
We're-
I have
Do
a
you think
fun
it's a
game
good
that
idea to be
everyone's
revealing
like.
your identity online? I mean, look at you, Norm.
Are you covering?
You don't even hide. You don't even hide it.
I don't do it.
So
You wanna know why?
embarrassing.
You want to know why?
Do you guys want to have fun?
Nothing.
Because I have nothing to hide, Mikhail. Think about that. That's
I
why
just want to know, like, how does your hair...
So now that you understand why I don't hide,
it goes from a pro to the current hair.
I'm here,
You
Sasha.
recently planted
So now that we know why I don't hide, why don't we talk about why you and Puria do
I think I
hide?
have your other picture here somewhere.
What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Okay.
Well, my game will address this if you guys play it.
All right, let's play the game, Sasha. Let's play the game.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
The people that are having disputes with each other,
Yeah.
just it would be lovely for you to state exactly the caricature that your opponent has of you. So you just throw it out
So
there.
guys, can you guys, how about,
Does that make sense?
Sasha, do you have a keen eye on, like, people's age? Like, can you do that? Is that a thing?
No, I'm not that.
So you can't tell, like, if someone's in their 40s or 50s or, like, 30s or something?
35 to 65.
Okay, so
pretty hard to.
what do you think the man
You know what
in
I
my
love,
PTR? How old do you think the man in my PTR?
Cynic, are you a little
No,
bit...
Norm, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Listen,
Norm.
I thought Cynic,
Please, I'm talking to Sasha.
Cynic, I'm very flattered by the fact that you like to say...
No. I don't need to be honored. I need you to allow me and Sasha to continue our conversation.
You want me to autograph that for you?
It's not proper decorum.
Cynic, would you like me to autograph that for you?
It's not
Right into his trap, dude.
Do you have a whole
When you hear
collection?
two people discussing, you'll just allow them to continue the discussion.
Do you have a collection of pictures of...
So you're very interested in interrupting.
Mikhail, do you have a lot of pictures?
I don't know.
of
I'm
me?
fascinated by you, Norm.
Are you fascinated by me? Okay, tell me what fascinates you about me.
But can I deal with Sasha, please?
Yes. No, you can't like that.
Sasha, like,
I'm gonna say no.
What age do you think the guy in my
So, Mikhail, neither Sasha nor I are
No?
interested in
That's
what
all
you
I
have
asked
to
you.
say.
Sasha,
No.
Well, Sasha can speak for himself.
Nobody's interested.
Okay.
He already said no, but you don't.
No.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
He
He
already said he wasn't interested,
I
Mikhail.
want you to
You
know
don't-
if he says like he
Because,
doesn't know or
Mikhail,
he can't estimate the age of the guy.
Is it time for you to start screaming the N-word again, Mikhail? Are you gonna start screaming the N-word? You remember yesterday?
That train already passed. That
No,
train
no,
already
it didn't.
passed.
Do you remember when you started
So what
calling
do you
the
think,
woman
Sasha? Like, what
Mikhail?
age would you estimate?
Mikhail.
Seriously,
Mikhail.
you guys are behaving worse than
Like
females.
50?
Yes, Mikhail.
Yeah, but he's like triple my age though, so that's his problem.
Well, not really. No,
Yeah.
Mikhail.
What do you think? What do you
know what
think?
offended me, Mikhail?
What do you think?
What offended
What do you
me-
think we had?
What
Just give it an
offended me is-
estimate, Sasha.
That's
Just give it an
okay. What
estimate. The guy in my
offended me-
PTR. How old is the guy?
What offended me is when you
How
called
old is
the
the guy?
woman in my PTR the N-word.
I would say 70s. I would say 70s.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
I mean, gray
you know-
hair,
you know what
like
I
a
find
very receding hairline.
Yeah.
Like
You-
okay. Okay.
Do you know what offends me,
So I would say,
I would say what offends me is
I would say
you
that.
I would
the
say
N-word
70s, 70s. Just to be
over
fair.
and over.
Okay, I can give it a 70.
That offended me.
Now,
Are you-
what would you
are you
think
just
in
talking to
Norm's
yourself,
PTR? The
Mikhail?
guy in Norm's PTR. How old would he be?
How
What's
long
the
until
age?
you start screaming the N-word?
I'm just wondering.
How long is it gonna
Maybe
take you?
late 40s?
Mikhail, are you
Would
getting
say
close to
late
it?
40s? I would say late 40s,
Mikhail?
right?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
early
yeah,
50s?
yeah.
Are you getting close to screaming
Yeah,
the N-word, Mikhail?
So I guess the
Mikhail,
difference
I'll
between
ask
our
you,
between both the age of both of the guys in my PTR and the PTRs respectively, whether it's Norm or mine or Norm.
Mikhail, do you still feel like you
I would say they're over
N-word,
almost
Mikhail?
2 decades, right?
Mikhail,
Yeah, you would
what
say,
are you?
correct. You would say 2 decades, right? So
That's correct.
Mikhail, do you want to
Yeah.
start screaming the
So
N-word?
this kind of makes
I
us
think
wonder
this is
here.
funny.
Does the woman
Mikhail,
in Norm's
are you
profile like
gonna
an
scream the
old
N-word again,
love affair? Is this someone you used to date or
Mikhail.
something?
It's
Or
a
is
good
this
point,
someone
actually.
that you currently date?
Mikhail,
I
do you
wonder.
remember when you called
So
the
that
N-word the
means
other
that
day?
you've been with this person. Either you're still with this
Mikhail, I'm
and
asking you a
I guess we'll
question.
let you pass.
Mikhail, I'm asking
Going
you a
around
question,
someone.
Mikhail.
If you're not with this person, I mean, this is
Mikhail.
hell, Norm.
When are
This
you
is
gonna
very
start
creepy.
screaming the
If you're
N-word
not
like you
with
did
this
the other
person,
day?
Norm,
I have
this
another
would be
question,
very
Mikhail.
creepy. So I'm assuming
Why
with
did you call her the N?
now with the age discrepancy between both of our PTRs, this indicates that
Why
you've been
did you
with
call her
this
the
person
N?
for over
Why
20
did you call her
years,
the
Norm.
N-word, Mikhail?
Almost over 20 years. So
Mikhail,
at this point,
why did you call
it
her
just
the
kind
N-word?
of makes me reflect. Is this
Mikhail,
person actually following the
Mikhail,
Torah?
you're
Does
getting
this person
louder,
actually
louder,
practice
Mikhail.
the religion?
You're
It
getting
makes me
louder.
wonder, how does a person stick with a person for 20 years? Because you have expressed to us, Norm, you have expressed. I'm simply as a person who actually comes from educated stock.
Mikhail, I'm going to lose money on you in a second, Mikhail.
I'm just saying, as someone who's more familiar
Mikhail,
with
we
religion
won't
than
make
you,
sense on you, Mikhail.
I'm just trying to
When
give
you
you
were
some
going to start
advice. I'm
screaming
telling
the
you, like
N-word,
20 years
I already
being with
gave
a
you the
woman
advice.
and not
You know what I
married
should say?
and
You know what I
and
expect you to do?
and fornicating is
I-
not
I-
good because
not
you're getting
fornicating.
to a
I
point
only
that
want you to do one thing.
I don't think you have a decade left
It's
in
one
your life.
thing that
I
you
really
do in
don't.
life, Mikhail.
I think
It's
maybe
follow.
max you might have a decade
It's
and a
just
half.
one thing that I want you to do.
I'm
Mikhail.
just saying,
It's
it
only
is
one thing.
time to get straight with
Stop screaming the
honestly,
N-word.
from a believer. I'm just
Mikhail, all I want you to do is stop screaming
I'm
the
just
N-word. Would
saying,
you do that
I
for me?
don't want you to die meeting
Mikhail, it's Black
with,
History Month.
and you're like, I had a girlfriend. I was
You
just
make this
goofing
a good
around.
deed.
Like, it's
I
not
tell you what,
good. It's not a good
If
okay,
you
sorry.
stop saying the N-word,
I'm just
I
saying,
will donate
Hashem-
money. I will
Hashem
donate
is all
money
about
to the
showing
charity of my
fornication.
choice.
Hashem will stone him.
You know what I'm gonna
Like,
do,
he just tells us
Mikhail?
the rest of the story.
I'm
I just
gonna
don't want you to
donate
get stoned.
$1 to the idea
I'm just
every
saying,
time for every
It
time
was
you say the
advice.
N-word.
I'm just giving you advice.
Now, I'm gonna say that it was
I don't think you
1,000
got a
times that
decade.
you said the N-word.
You know, maybe you're
From
lucky
now
if you
on-
get a decade and a half. I'm just
From
saying,
now on,
at this
I'm
point,
gonna donate $1.
at this
the
point,
idea.
you should be
Every
thinking about
time
it.
you
now.
say-
You should be
see, I'm
considering
writing
the
it down.
afterlife.
And
you
I'm
should be
doing it
really
in your
serious.
name, Mikhail.
And also,
I'm gonna donate.
and also
Here
out
it
of
is.
respect for the woman.
Okay,
Out of
now.
respect for the woman.
Now, I'm gonna- now.
It is time.
The more you
I did
talk,
not.
Mikhail, the more money I'm donating to the
He
idea of
converted
your
to
name.
Judaism.
Well, you know what?
The
One
more
thing I will never
before
do.
you're gonna donate money to the idea. I'm
That's
sorry,
correct.
keep
One thing I
talking
won't
from
do
here
is
to
I won't
2
scream the
hours.
N-word.
But what is this going? Like, is this based
can
on every
count on
word
me
I
for
say? But is this based on every word I say and you're gonna pay like how much?
Mikhail,
What can
if
you
you
answer my
stop
question?
saying the N-word, it'll be a good deed for Ramadan. You should
No
stop
problem.
it now.
No problem.
Okay, you
I'll
promise to
try.
stop?
I'll try.
No, I want you to promise. There's no
Why?
trying.
Why
To
does
try is
a
to
pride
lie.
promise to you? Why does a pride promise to you?
Say again?
What does it
You're
matter?
gonna
if
promise
I
now to
to you?
stop saying the N-word? Shut
I
that
mean, I'm
up.
just saying, who are you for me to promise to you anything?
You know who I am.
Who are you?
You know very well who I
You're
am.
just a fornicator who's about to die.
No, I'm none of those things. So will you not promise to stop saying
Are you married, Norm?
Mikhail, don't change
Are you
the
married? But you literally were
Mikhail.
telling us like a week ago that you have a girlfriend and.
Yeah, but I
I'm
never said I was
assuming
a
this is the
fornicator.
girlfriend. I'm assuming this must be the girlfriend, right?
Well, you have a lot of assumptions, Mikhail.
Oh,
Does that mean you'll stop saying the N-word?
Norm, if she's not, then you're just a creep.
Okay, will you stop saying the N-word,
Like,
Mikhail?
But I wouldn't be
I want you to
posting a
promise.
picture with my ex-girlfriend on a social media app. Like,
Do you have
that's
girlfriends?
just creepy.
Do you have girlfriends? No?
No.
What are you talking about?
Just to see,
Do you
I'm not
promise
like
to
you,
stop
Norm.
saying
I
the
don't
N-word?
like to share. I
You
don't
don't?
like to share.
Oh, me neither. Me neither. I'm not sure why you like to.
I mean, you are. You did share a lot of information.
Oh, so you do like to talk about my sex life, but not
I'm
yours?
just asking you.
Okay. So let
I
me
mean,
ask you.
seem so
Okay,
adamant with
you go
sharing
first.
it. I didn't ask you if you have a girlfriend.
Okay,
You're the
but
one
you're
who's
bringing
told
it up.
everybody I have a girlfriend, and
You're
were
bringing it
like,
up.
oh,
You
you
have
said,
pictures
look
on
at
your
me, I have a girlfriend. You're
No, I
sexually
never said look at
frustrated.
me.
I got a
I'm just
girlfriend, and you
talking.
don't. I mean, okay. I was like,
I never
crazy.
said you don't have a
But I'm just
girlfriend.
asking you, is this your
I never
girlfriend?
said that.
But is this your girlfriend?
So is that a promise, Mikhail?
I'm asking you, is this your girlfriend?
No, I asked you to make a promise to
So
stop
I
saying the
told
N-word
you
for
for
Ramadan.
me to make a promise to
Is
you.
that too much for you to ask?
Yes, that is too much.
So you
to ask from
choose.
me.
You insist on remaining a racist.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we move past that though?
That's really sad. I can't.
Okay, but I mean, you can't do anything about it though, Norm.
Well, I can deplore it. I can try to ask you to stop.
And you've already done all those things, right?
Yeah, but maybe
so it's
I can
pointless
get you
to
to
continue
change.
to push the issue, right?
Because you know Ramadan is coming, and
Oh,
it's a very
so you
spiritual
mean-
time.
You mean, we should continue pushing on people in hopes that they would change, right?
No, I think before Allah,
Okay, so that's what
I
I'm
think
doing
you
with
should-
you, Norm.
I
But
think
that's
you
what I'm
should
doing
stop
with you.
being hateful.
So I'm pushing you towards,
Okay.
aligning yourself
but
with the
you-
Torah,
But
abiding
wait,
by the
but you
commandments of
haven't
God.
agreed yet. But
and that's
you've
it.
already, but you're not being righteous.
Either you marry the woman, or you halt sinning. That's what you should do.
Okay, but you're not being righteous,
But
Michael.
can you promise Hashem that you won't sin, that you would abide by the commandments? Norm, I will promise to stop
Yeah.
saying the N-word if you promise Hashem to
No, it's
abide
not
by the
conditional.
commandments.
It doesn't work that way, Mikhail.
Can you?
No, it's not. It's not
So
conditional.
you won't swear to Hashem that you would abide by His commandments.
Well, I remember you said you don't like to discuss your sex life. Well, then
Look,
you should discuss us.